Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sip and Share Show, hosted by your girl, Brittany, and your boy, JC. On today's show, we have singer, songwriter, actor, rapper, and soon-to-be author. Please give it up for Sho.
What's up, Sho?
What's happening? What's going on?
I'm just going to jump right into it. Where you from?
Originally from the West End of Richmond, Bird Park area. Graduated from TJ, class of 2000. So yeah, I've been around for a while.
Okay. So tonight, I'm sipping on 1792. That's a very, very good bourbon. My man Sho does not drink, and he's sipping on water, and that's all good. So, why the name Sho?
Well, for one, it's short for one of my middle names. My middle name is Sho K. And two, my grandma started calling me that when I was 2. She always used to say I was going to be the star of a show one day. So kind of stuck and very foreshadowing.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, when did you first discover you had a gift? Or should I say gifts?
So if I had to say where the culmination of my talents came from, I grew up around my mom and her brothers. All of them were extremely talented in their own right. So just watching them and being a young cat around a bunch of guys who all were pursuing, music for a long time, that's really what led me to get into it from the jump. And I found out I could sing by accident one day. I was mimicking Boys to Men, Water Runs Dry. I'll never forget, I'm about 12 years old.
Okay. Hold on, stop. Can you give me some of that?
We don't even talk anymore. And we don't even know what we argue about.
Yeah.
Don't even say I love you no more.
Okay.
'Cause saying how we feel is no longer allowed.
Man. Beautiful.
So I was mimicking Wanye with the head movements.
Yo, his head movements. Yo, I used to watch him on award shows just to see his head movements.
So like I'm mimicking the head movements, and my grandma caught me. She's like, "Hold up, do that again." So I went in the kitchen and did it, and she's like, "Hold up, nah, this boy can sing." So I'm feeling myself. I go to school the next day in the lunch line, and I'm humming, and I'll never forget it, man. This young lady named Michelle heard me. She's like, "Ooh, do that again." So I did it again. I was like, "Uh-oh." So I'm shook this time, but it sounded even better. So she was like, "No, hey, y'all, come here. Y'all got to hear him." Next thing you know, I'm singing when we get back in the gym after lunch. I'm singing for like the whole gym class, and it was mostly women. So I said, "All right, I got something." And I've been rolling with her since I was 12 when that happened. So, yeah, I've been at it for a while.
Man. Nice. So, why is music important to you?
Well, for me, it's always been a safe haven, if nothing else, because being growing up in, I guess I consider urban areas, you have to have some type of talent to define you in order to stand out, because at least that's how I always felt coming up. So for me, it was like, I'm 5'9". I love the game of basketball. We met from me hooping as a teenager.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yes. So I always loved basketball. But my dad was like all world in football for real. So that's kind of like the lane that I was being pushed in. And I ain't have a desire to get broke up for an 0-10 football team. So I used to just write the music for the band. So that, that helped me get away from out my dad's shadow and kind of create my own. And then not only that, like I said, my uncles and most of the guys from my neighborhood were all into music to some extent, like between dancing and rapping. And, I grew up right towards like the end of the B-boy era. So even as a 5 and 6-year-old kid, I had a Kango and used to B-boy pose. And so, I just was engulfed in it from the jump.
Yo, you used to do the popping and the breaking.
I couldn't really pop. I was kind of fat because I had asthma, so I couldn't really pop like that.
You was fat because you
because the prednisone is a steroid, so it wound up blowing me up early.
Okay,
so I couldn't really pop lock like that, but I could do the Running Man and Roger Rabbit. That was my thing. So,
yo, I used to do the windmill and all of that.
Yeah, I used to admire everybody that could do it. I tried to do the rerun and all
that, breaking.
Yeah, I couldn't hit it.
We had our own crew, and yo, man, we just thought we was.
I was the little kid carrying the cardboards for everybody else to break it.
Word, okay. Could you imagine a world without music?
I really wouldn't want to, because music transcends so much, man. Like the awkward conversations that people can't have, you could throw on a song, and next thing you know, that's the icebreaker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like some of us probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for music.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have been here this long without it. I probably got here from music.
Tell me about your most memorable moment related to music or acting.
Well, I do music first because I had a lot more moments in music. I've done little acting, but I was actually able to be a part of one of my uncle's projects. But
who's your uncle?
My uncle Ahmad X. That's who the project I'm speaking of.
Okay.
He shot a movie. Him and a guy named Jamil Player. They did a movie called Ballin' in the Fall of America. It was back in 2012, and we were able to get it premiered at the Bird Theater. And so for me, growing up,
Bird Theater here in
Richmond, Virginia, yeah, in Carytown, and that's probably like 5 minutes away from my childhood home. So to literally have a feature movie, and we on the marquee, and you know, like I said, we used to walk to the Bird every Friday night, especially like above the rim for $1. when above the rim hit the dollar.
You said above the rim?
Yeah, that's how far back we go with the Bird. You know what I mean? Even before then. So, you know what I mean? Like, so to see that was like definitely a crowning moment in that regard. And as far as music, man, I've had so many, man. I used to be a part of the Richmond Boys Choir as a kid, and we had a show at the Carpenter Center once, and I had a solo there and got a standing ovation. That's something that really stand out to me even all these years later.
Oh, wow. So you had a standing. What song did you perform?
It was us as a group, but it was like four of us that had solos within it. It was it was operatic. It was a cantata called
You said it was opera?
Yeah. I came up singing classical music.
Word?
Yeah. In high school, I saw another memorable moment. I had the highest score in state history at second base singers when I was 16. So yeah, I've had a heavy voice for a long time. Like I sounded like my mom when I was 11, and my voice is deeper than my daddy by the time I was 12.
My mother used to sing too.
Yeah, my mom could sing, but she don't have the courage to get stage fright. But
right.
Yeah, she got a hell of a voice. She sounded kind of like Tamia. She got a real clear soprano voice.
Yeah. So you're working on a book. Tell us about your book.
I don't have a definitive title yet. I'm still in the rough draft phases. I've gotten probably about, I would say 2/3 of the way done so far. And the inspiration behind the book is a combination of things. For one, my mom was 14 when she had me, so coming up in an environment where we kind of were raised almost more like brother and sister to some extent, if mother and son, but still having a mother and son dynamic. That's more common in this day and time. But when we were coming up, like that was unprecedented and unheard of. You know what I mean? So just being able to tell my life story from 3 years old, which is one of my earliest memories, and it's like I was actually present at her high school graduation. Like, and I remember her walking across the stage and getting her diploma. You know, how many people you know that can remember their mom's actual high school graduation on time, not her going back to school years later, what have you. So just being able to write from that standpoint. And then, like I said, I've seen so much over the years, man. So like just being able to just delve into, I mean, anything you could think of, from absentee father to, I mean, the typical story, you know what I mean? Survived trauma and overcame obstacles and hurdles and stuff, you know what I mean? So just, and the purpose of it for me, for one, is just to be able to release some of that, because I think, you know, especially us in the Black community don't get a chance to be able to articulate our stories effectively, you know what I mean? A lot of times our stories get lost in translation, or people might see something that they consider an egregious act but don't understand the makeup behind it. You know, what gave that person those limited set of options, because it's based on, you know, your childhood experiences. So and then not only that, I want my children to be able to understand, you know, who their father is in depth, because, you know, many times, especially in our world, you know, kids hear about the dad at the funeral. You know what I'm saying? Don't have that in-person experience, or don't have something tangible that they could be able to go back at their own discretion. And so I just wanted to lay it all out. And, you know, like I said, I think a lot of good will come from it. A lot of people that I know, know the intricacies of the story. So I think it's gonna be a good thing to shed that light on it, and just to help bring awareness and healing, man. We all carry that stuff around, and I just want to release it. You know what I mean? So
right about now, we're gonna take a break because I need to replenish and refresh my bourbon. Okay, and when we come back, we're gonna do some music, because everything we do at Bourbon 30 Network is music based. This is the Sip and Share Show, and I'm here with Sho. Hold tight. All right, we are back. I refreshed my drink, and we're gonna get into some music. So, Joe, you ready?
let's go.
Pick this laptop up so I can see the lyrics. I don't look, yo. I am King Karaoke. The light? No. No, man, this is a vibe in here. Don't tell turtles like so. Turn them on.
The opposite Tennessee. Turn them on.
Yo. I don't know. We had a list of songs we were going to do, but all that went out the window. Give us something.
Anthony Hamilton, my favorite singer all the time, so I can do anything by him.
Anthony Hamilton. I'm gonna follow your lead. You just sing. Give us something by Anthony Hamilton.
Sitting here, guess I didn't make bail. Got time and a story to tell. Started when I was 9 years old. Woke up, my daddy was gone. I started hustling, you couldn't tell me nothing. Frontin' in the hood, trying to be somebody. My soul was on empty. I was searching for something. I tried to be good. I tried to keep from trouble. Living too fast. Trying to make good on a hustle. Sometimes I get rough. Coming from where I'm from, things ain't what they seem to be. Sometimes you get angry. Sometimes you get the best of me. Hey, wasn't really looking, guess I found it. 5'3", light brown skin, coming from the university. Lifestyle looking kinda lovely. Didn't know she had much game. Done a while out, even take the train. Even took her to a poker game. Top notch from fried chicken to sushi. I tried to be good. I tried to keep from trouble. Living too fast. I try to make good on a hustle. Sometimes I get lonely. Things ain't what they seem to be. Sometimes I get angry. Sometimes you get the best of me. Well, I tried to be good. I wanted nothing but to love somebody. Didn't want to die young. Set a hustle trying to feed my family. Too scared to have kids and do like daddy did. Cause I'm so scared of failing. Sometimes it get hard. Coming from where I'm from.
Man, it's been a pleasure.
Likewise, bro. I enjoyed this, man.
I appreciate you coming through.
Hopefully I'll be back.
Us on the Sip and Share Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Sho, and we out.
Baby, since the day you came into my life, you made me realize that we were born to fly. You showed me every day new possibilities. You proved my fantasies of love could really be. We'll go to a place only lovers go, to a spot that we never known, to the top of the clouds we're floating away, and ooh, it feels so crazy. Oh, this love is blazing. Said, baby, we're so high, walking on cloud nine. So high, so high. Oh, maybe later we can float up to the moon, or sail amongst the stars before the night is through. And when morning comes, we'll see the sun is not so far, and we can't get much closer to God than where we are. We'll go to a place only lovers go, to a spot that we never known, to the top of the clouds we're floating away, and ooh, it feels so crazy. Oh, this love is blazing. Said, baby, we're so high, walking on cloud nine. So high.